Hello everyone and welcome to how to use Ark admin commands. I think this is something that we can all agree on. Ark Survival Evolved is a great game. The default map alone is so much fun and there's so much to explore. After a while though, only surviving gets, well, boring. I mean, just ask my friend here. So, the best way to fix this is learn how to use cheats. Using admin commands can really make the experience a whole different ballgame. How to enable commands. First step in this process is learning how to become an admin on the server, and down in the description below, you'll find not only how to join your server, but also how to become an admin. Once you know how to do that, go ahead and launch your server and hit the tab bar one time to pull up your console bar. Here, you're going to want to type in show my admin manager and hit enter. This is the screen that'll pop up, and this is what we're going to start to dissect. On the right hand side, you'll see the title cheat manager and a whole list of cheats underneath. We will begin to break down some of these cheats. Covering the commands. I recommend having the blog post that goes with this video tutorial up so you have a hard copy of what we're going to look at. First, we're going to look at what I call God cheats. First, of course, you have cheat God, spelled just like that in your command. This will prevent any damage from being taken on any sort of scale, except for drowning. This dinosaur can do me no harm while I have God mode on. Of course, if you feel a little annoyed by this dinosaur at this point, then you can always do the cheat leave me alone, which does exactly what it says. It also gives you infinite stats as well as God mode. The next commands that we're going to take a look at are what I like to call the create commands. What I mean by this is if you put cheat give creative mode, you essentially get a creative mode such as you would see in Minecraft. If you look in your engrams after you've completed this cheat, you'll see that you have every single item unlocked and ready to be used to build. And what better command is useful for building than cheat fly? This does exactly what it says. It gives you the access to fly. And if you add cheat ghost into the mix, you can no-clip throughout the entire map. Of course, if you want to get back down, it's not as simple as typing fly again. You actually have to type cheat walk. Just make sure you don't have ghost set, otherwise you might be falling for the rest of your life. The next one doesn't technically fit in the category of creation, but it is super fun, is cheat change size, and then you insert a numerical value with the default being 1. So the number 25 being used scales me up 25 times the normal size of my character. And it's fully functional. You just might have a harder time hitting things and knowing exactly where you're going. Technically also not a creation tool, but one that is useful for the purposes of creating free space is cheat destroy wild dinos. As you can see, I'm being attacked by another dinosaur that is just so bothersome, but I don't want to become invisible, so using this command magically makes them disappear. It's so much more peaceful now. Moving on again, we're going to talk about the armor, weapon, and item sets. We're going to give two examples. The first is cheat give armor set 3, and then alpha in this case. What you're essentially doing is giving the tier and then the quality of the set that you want, and it'll automatically spawn onto you. Of course, if you wanted to do this with weapons, it's a very similar process. Just use the hard copy of what you see on screen or the blog post. Next is cheat give item set, and in this case, I'm going to use the number 3 once again as the tier, and this will give me a bunch of foods and medicines dropped straight into my inventory with no problem. Now you're set to go fight any dinosaur you want once you give yourself the weapons too. So long as you're following along with the prompts and the guide that we have, you should have no problem getting anything you need. The final one that I'm going to go ahead and talk about is, well, just maybe my most favorite cheat there is, and that is cheat give dino set. And for the numbers, we're going to go ahead and do 3 space 1. And then you'll see a T-Rex magically appear, full armor, and ready to kill everything. The first number in the command represents the tier once again, and the second number represents the quantity. Then, once you spawn it in, it's up to you to just go around and bite and destroy everything you see. It's a lot of fun. Conclusion. There are more commands that we could get into, but they're fairly straightforward, so long as you use the guide. If you liked this tutorial, go ahead and leave a like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell so that way we know this is the type of content you like to see. Well, until next time.
Huh.